Hi everyone, we're going to go over the expression that we have in English. It's called under the weather. Now, when someone says I'm feeling under the weather, they're saying that they don't feel too good. They're not feeling, they're not feeling 100%. Their health condition is just not at 100%. So they're not feeling good. Now there's a few different ways in which we can use this expression. Now before I get into those, I'm going to go into the origins of this expression. The origins of this expression go back in history, back at a time where we were doing a lot of sailing in the oceans. And the sailors on deck, if they were feeling really sick, if they were not feeling well, they would go under the deck of the ship to rest up, to get better, to get their health better. So, when they go under the deck of the ship, they are getting away from the weather. So it was an expression that came from this. It just came to be under the weather. So it describes a soldier who is under the deck, or not a soldier, but a sailor that is under the deck of a ship in order to recover, in order to feel better. So that's where this expression comes from. So under the weather, I just think a sailor under the deck of the ship to feel better. Now we're going to go over a few of the variations in which we can use this in a sentence. Now the most common is you can say, I'm feeling under the weather. I'm feeling under the weather. Just means you're not feeling too good. Yeah, you're not feeling 100%. Your condition is not well. And if you want to add like a varying degree in this expression, and maybe you're just feeling maybe a little sick, you're not ultra sick, but you are feeling a little sick, maybe you've got a small headache, then you can say, I'm feeling a little under the weather. I'm feeling a little under the weather. And or you can also say, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. So I'm feeling a little under the weather. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Now, if you're just really sick, then you can use the intensifier really. Then you'd want to say, I'm feeling really under the weather. I'm feeling really under the weather. Now, if you want to use this in past tense, just change feeling, because when we're saying feeling, I'm feeling under the weather, that means it's happening now. If you want to describe this in past tense, you can say, I felt. I felt under the weather yesterday. I felt a little under the weather last week. I felt a bit under the weather 2 days ago. I felt really under the weather yesterday. So then just to use this in past tense, just change feeling to felt. So yes, under the weather, it means just not to feel too good. It means that your health condition is it's not very strong, and you've got to get off deck, and you got to get out of the weather, and you've got to get some rest. So that's going to conclude this small talk for replying to negative replies, and thank you very much for following along.